Hello everyone, welcome back to IntelliSkills. This is the final exam preparation question answers where there are 40 MCQs, okay, for your chapter AI Project Cycle and Ethical Frameworks, which is the first chapter for your subject specific skills. This is the MCQ video where we'll be solving 40 MCQs together. So the structure is made in such a manner: you will read the question, you will analyze the options, and then you will attempt to answer the MCQ, and after that I'll explain the MCQ as well. Okay, so read the explanation. The explanation will also be there. Please read it because that will help you to answer the long questions in exam. Okay, and I'll recommend you to please prepare the chapter first. If you have not yet prepared the chapter, don't proceed with this video. Prepare the chapter. We have a separate video for project cycle. Okay, this first chapter we have the explanation video. We'll link it in the description, or you can find it in our class 10 playlist. Okay, please go and watch the chapters video first, prepare the chapter, and then come and answer this question. Okay, otherwise it will be a total waste if you do it just for fun. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so we have all questions. Okay, yeah, all questions 40, not shuffled. We can shuffle it as well, or let's prefer not shuffled only. Reset. Okay, what is the primary purpose of the AI project cycle? To provide a set of random steps for the AI development, to systematically plan, develop and deploy AI solutions, to focus only on the final implementation of AI systems, or to perform data analysis without a structured plan. What do you think will be the correct answer? Now pause the video and answer this question. So let us analyze the options. To provide a set of random steps for AI development, do you think project cycle is a random step, something like that? Obviously no, this is wrong. To systematically plan, develop and deploy AI solutions. Yes, this can be because it is a systematic plan, but let us review the other options. To focus only on the final implementation. No, it starts from the very initial stages, no final implementation. Okay. And to perform data analysis without a structured plan. No, AI project cycle is a very structured plan. So we have option 2, to systematically plan, develop and deploy AI systems, because that is the function of the project cycle, right? This is the explanation. You can give it a reading. It will help you to answer the long questions. Got it? Now let us move on to the second question. Let me tell you, if you are finding this video helpful or you're enjoying the video, please make sure to support me by liking this video and share this video with your friends who are also appearing for the boards. Okay, so what is the main goal of the data acquisition stage in an AI project? So to collect raw data for analysis and reference, to visualize data using graphs, to test the AI model, to deploy the AI solution. What do you think will be the correct answer? Let us review the options. To collect raw data for analysis and reference. Yes, that is data acquisition, to collect raw data from relevant sources. But let us review other options. To visualize data using graphs, that comes under data exploration. To test the AI model, that is for data evaluation. And to deploy the AI solution, that is deployment. So the correct answer is option 1, to collect raw data for analysis and reference. Please see the explanation. Then we have the third question. What is the primary focus during the modeling phase of the AI project cycle? Collecting additional data, testing the model in real world situations, selecting and building the best algorithm, and deploying the AI system. So, collecting additional data, that is for data acquisition and data exploration, not modeling. Testing the model in real world situations, that is deployment stage. And selecting and building the best algorithm, that is modeling stage. And deploying the AI system, that is again your deployment stage. So selecting and building the best algorithm, third option is going to be correct. Okay, and you can see the explanation. Now let us move on to the fourth question. Which of the following is not an application of the computer vision? Face recognition in CCTV, sorting photos on smartphones, music recommendation based on mood, and self-driving cars. So Face recognition in CCTV. This is an application of computer vision. Sorting photos on smartphones. Photos are there, so computer vision. Music recommendation based on mood. No visual data is involved here, so this is not an application of computer vision. This is data domain, like it deals with statistical data based on my past feed, my mood. Based on my past data, it analyzes which songs or which genre I prefer the most and based on my mood, what mood am I in, sad or happy. Based on that, it is recommending the music. That is totally dealing with data science or statistical data. And again, self-driving cars, that is application of computer vision. So third option, music recommendation based on mood, is the correct answer. You can give a reading for the explanation. Done. Now let us move on to the fifth question. Which stage of the AI project cycle focuses on analyzing patterns using charts and graphs? Problem scoping, data acquisition, data exploration, or modeling? Give it a go. So analyzing patterns using charts and graphs. Problem scoping, no, because problem scoping focuses on answering who, what, where, the 4W canvas basically. Data acquisition, we collect data there, so no analyzing patterns. Data exploration, after we collect the data, we analyze patterns using charts and graphs in data exploration only. And then in modeling, we do not analyze patterns, we select a suitable algorithm. Okay, so data exploration is the correct option. You can see the explanation. Now let us move on to the sixth question. Which of the following best explains the role of the 4W canvas? To write AI code, to visualize data, to clearly define the problem from multiple angles, to test the accuracy of the models. Which one do you think is the correct answer? To write AI code. Do you think 4W canvas to write AI code? No. To visualize data, that is for problems, that is not for problem scoping, it's for data exploration. To clearly define the problem from multiple angles, yes, 4W canvas does that. It answers who, what, where and why, so you get the view of the problem from different angles. So to test the accuracy of models, that is for data evaluation step, not for exploration, problem scoping. So option 3 is the correct answer. Okay, you can give a reading to the explanation. Okay. Next, we have the seventh question. Which W in the 4W canvas focuses on identifying stakeholders affected by the problem? Stakeholders means the people who are involved in the business of building the AI project. So who need the AI project? Who is the answer? So you have got the answer. What describes what is the problem? It defines about the problem. Why means the benefit of the problem. It talks about the benefit of the AI project, and what is the AI project about? That is what. Who means the stakeholders who need the project. Okay, who are the people involved in taking the AI project. And where means where is the situation or the problem being happening, and where will be the AI project be utilized. So who is the correct option? Okay, you can read the explanation. Then question 8. Which domain of AI deals with understanding and processing human language? So computer vision, robotics, natural language processing, data mining. What do you think will be the correct answer? So understanding and processing human language. Computer vision, no, it deals with visual data. Robotics, no. NLP, natural language processing, yes, because that can understand and process human language and give a human reply back to us. And data mining, no. So the correct option is NLP, or natural language processing. You can give the explanation a reading. Why is ethical consideration important in AI systems? To make AI systems faster, to reduce the cost of AI development, to ensure fairness, safety and trust, to eliminate human involvement. What do you think is the correct answer? So to make AI systems faster, that does not fall under ethical consideration. To reduce the cost of AI development, that is not ethics. Ethics means the morals, okay, way you protect the people, that is ethics. But this cost of AI development does not fall under that. To ensure fairness, safety and trust, yes, that is falling under ethical consideration. To eliminate human involvement, no. Option 3 is the correct answer. You can read the explanation. Now we can move on to question 10. Which ethical framework focuses on achieving the greatest good for the greatest number? Virtue-based, right-based, utility-based, rule-based. What do you think is the correct answer? Why I'm having a pen in my hand? So the correct option, okay, virtue-based. Virtue-based, it talks about the morals a person has, okay, that is not greatest good for greatest people. Right based, it focuses on protecting human rights, okay, not the one. Utility based, yes, it focuses on providing the greatest good for the greatest number, so that more number of people are happy, because AI predictions does not make everyone happy, but it should make the greatest number of people happy. Rule based, absolutely no. So correct option is utility based. Okay, you can read the explanation. Now question number 11. Which of the following is not a typical stage in the AI project cycle? Problem scoping, data exploration, modeling, data generation. Not a typical stage. Okay. Problem scoping, yes, it's the first stage. Data exploration is the third stage. Modeling, it's the fifth stage. Data generation, it's not any stage. Data generation is basically a part of data acquisition. Correct option is data generation. This is the explanation. Question number 12. What is the main focus of the first stage of the AI project cycle? Deploying the AI system, training the algorithm, defining the problem clearly, collecting large data sets. What do you think is the correct answer? Okay, now deploying the AI system, that is not for, okay, first tell me what is the first stage of the AI project cycle? It's problem scoping. So what's the main focus of the problem scoping stage? Deploying the AI system, no, that is for deployment stage. Training the algorithm, that is for modeling stage. Defining the problem clearly, that is the problem scoping stage, okay, where you define the who, what, where, okay, and why. So you define the problem from different angles. Then collecting large data sets, that is for data acquisition. So clearly it is the, oh my god, it is the third option, defining the problem clearly. You can give the option explanation a reading. I've gone mad. Question 13. Which W of the 4W canvas focuses on the reason for solving the problem? What, why, who, where? Focuses on the reason for solving the problem. Okay. What? It clearly does not focus on the reason. It is about what is the content of the AI project. Reason for solving the problem, that is why. Yes, because there you clearly know why are you solving the problem. Okay, who is about talking about the stakeholders, where is talking about the place where the AI project will be utilized. So it's clearly second option, why. And this is the explanation. You can give it a reading. Then you have question 14. Which domain of AI is the most suitable for detecting objects in images? So, natural language processing, computer vision, data analytics, and robotics. Natural language processing, it does not deal with images. Computer vision, yes, computer vision is suitable for detecting objects in images. Data analytics does not deal with images, deals with numbers and text and all, okay. Robotics, out of the league. So it's clearly computer vision, option 2. This is the explanation, okay. Then you have question 15. Which of the following is a real life application of NLP? Face unlock, voice assistance, fingerprint scanning, traffic signal control. Real life application of NLP, natural language processing, which deals with text, or audio based data. Face unlock deals with computer vision, because you have got to work with visual data, your face image. Okay. Voice assistants like Google or Siri, where you give some audio based data, it converts it into text, understands it, and gives gives a reply back in a human like language, the way you have told. So voice assistants deal with NLP. Got it? This is going to be the answer, option number 2. Fingerprint scanning, it's again a mixture of data analytics and your computer vision. Traffic signal control, not an application of NLP, so it's going to be voice assistants, and this is the explanation. Okay, this is the explanation. And question 16, which ethical principle ensures that AI systems do not harm individuals? Justice, transparency, non-maleficence, accountability. Justice means without being biased, the way you are giving output, that is justice. Transparency means being totally like open about the methods that you're using to give the output, like being totally transparent, what you call. Non-maleficence, this is do not harm. I told you maleficence means harm. No, non-maleficence means do not harm. So it's going to be option 3. And accountability means taking the responsibility for any AI decision. Okay, so it's going to be non-maleficence, and this is the explanation. Next you have question 17, which ethical framework focuses on moral character and values? Right based, utility based, virtue based, and rule based. So it's going to be right based? No, because right based talks about protecting the human rights. Utility based means greatest good for the greatest number of people. Virtue based means it's talking about the virtue, the models, the moral character and values. So it's going to be virtue based, option 3. And rule based, out of the league. And if you see the explanation, yeah, focuses on values like honesty, empathy, and kindness. Then you have question 18. What does bias in AI mainly result from? Fast algorithms, large data sets, unfair or incomplete data, or high computing power? Bias does not result from fast algorithms. Large data sets. No, many AI systems work with large data sets. They are not biased. Unfair or incomplete data. This is the answer. I'll explain why. High computing power, no. Unfair or incomplete data, why? If you have unfair data, suppose the parents, if the parents are having bad values, the children will learn bad values itself. If the data is unfair, obviously the training that the AI model will get, that is also from unfair data. Incomplete data means the data which is not complete. So if the data is not properly complete, if you are getting half information, you are proceeding with that half information only, so it will be unfair or incomplete data. And this is the explanation. And then you have question 19. Which stage of the AI project cycle checks how well the model performs? Data acquisition, modeling, evaluation, or problem scoping? You better go. How well the model performs. Okay. So data acquisition, no. It deals with collecting data. Modeling does not check how well the model performs. It basically builds the model or the algorithms, like it selects the suitable algorithm. Evaluation is basically you test the model. Test the model means checking how well the model performs. So evaluation is going to be the answer. And problem scoping does not come to the model only. So it's clearly going to be evaluation. If you can see the explanation. Okay. Now question 20. We're halfway through. Why is transparency important in ethical AI? To hide AI decisions, to make AI systems faster, to help users understand how decisions are made, to reduce hardware cost. Transparency. So transparency means to be totally open. Okay, to not hide anything, to be totally open about the how the AI system is making the decision, what are the methods, what are the process involved. So that you have to be open about to the audience. That is called transparency or being transparent. To hide AI decisions? No, transparency is totally opposite of that. To make AI systems faster? Transparency does not deal with that. To help users understand how decisions are made? Yes, because there you're going to be explaining the methods how the decision is made. So that is transparency. To reduce hardware cost? No. So option number 3. And this is the explanation. Then you have question 21. Which ethical framework focuses on protecting individual rights? Utility-based, virtue-based, right-based, outcome-based. Utility-based, no. It's like focusing on greatest good for the greatest number of people. Virtue-based, no. It focuses on morals and values. Right-based, protecting individual rights, yes. And outcome-based, out of the league. So it's going to be right-based. Ew. So explanation, yeah. You can see. And actually this is the website version of our application. We have built an application, okay, where you'll get all these question answers for AI, for Python, okay, for CBSE board, and that is also named IntelliSkills CBSE, and we are uploading that app in Play Store currently. So you will get this question answers handy as soon as it is uploaded. So please have patience. And this, for all the people who are requesting for the question answers, from where I'm getting this is from our application. We have built an app that we are going to upload very soon, and you can get all the question answers handy. And question 22, what is the role of the stakeholders in the AI project cycle? Writing AI code, providing hardware, being affected or benefiting from the solution, testing algorithms only. Writing AI code, stakeholders do the right code? No. Providing hardware? No. Being affected or benefiting from the solution? Yes, because the stakeholders, they're the people who are using the AI project, so they are going to be affected by the project, right, or the solution. Testing algorithms only? No. So it's going to be option 3. You can read the explanation. 23. Which of the following best describes accountability in AI? AI takes full responsibility. Humans are answerable for AI decisions. AI works independently. No one controls AI outcomes. Give it a go. AI takes full responsibility. No, that is not accountability, because in accountability, humans take responsibility for any AI decision. So humans are answerable for AI decisions. That is the correct answer. AI works independently. No. No one controls AI outcomes. No, that is totally opposite of accountability. So humans are answerable for AI decision. This is the correct answer. And you can see the explanation. Why do I feel like I'm talking like Alia Bhatt? Like, she does this to emphasize on dimples, and I'm also talking like that. Which AI domain is used in spam email detection? Computer vision, NLP, robotics, speech recognition. Okay, does not deal with images. Okay, spam email detection does not deal with images. Natural language processing, yes, this can be. Robotics, no. Speech recognition, that is not a domain. So NLP is dealing with spam email detection, because in spam email detection you need to how to identify your spam email by the language only. No, too many explanations, informal language, 1 crore rupees, congratulations. So these are, so it's going to be NLP. You can see the explanation. And we have question 25. What happens if ethical frameworks are ignored in AI systems? AI becomes more accurate, AI becomes cheaper, AI may cause harm and mistrust, AI works faster. What if ethical frameworks are ignored? So ethical frameworks deals with honesty, trust, being righteous, okay? So AI becomes more accurate? Obviously no. AI becomes cheap. Ethical frameworks does not deal with cost. AI may cause harm and mistrust. Yes, that's the one I'm looking for, because in ethical frameworks you have non-maleficence, you have justice, you have all of this, fairness and bias. So if there are no frameworks like this, it's going to cause harm and mistrust. AI works faster? No. So it's going to be option 3. You can see the explanation. Then you have question 26. Which stage of the AI project cycle involves identifying constraints and success criteria? Problem scoping, data exploration, evaluation, deployment. Okay, basically constraints, it basically means like the limitations. So you have to identify the limitations and the success criteria, basically your goals and limitations. So problem scoping, yes, this can be, because in problem scoping you identify your goals. Let's see the other options. Data exploration, no. Evaluation, it deals with testing. Deployment, no. So it's going to be problem scoping. Okay, you can see the explanation. Constraints and goals are defined at the very beginning. Yeah. Which ethical principle focuses on equal treatment and fairness? Justice, beneficence, transparency, autonomy. So it talks about equal treatment and fairness. It's not beneficence, because beneficence is about benefits. Transparency, absolutely no. Autonomy, no. So it's going to be justice, because in justice, you, like, everyone gets equal treatment. There is no biasness. Okay. Show explanation. Okay. Now question 28. What is data quality? Why is data quality important in AI projects? To reduce hardware usage, to improve internet speed, to ensure accurate and fair results, to reduce project cost. So it's talking about data quality. To reduce hardware usage? No. That is totally based on the data sets. If there are large data sets, you need more hardware. To improve internet speed? No. To ensure accurate and fair results? Yes, because if there is incomplete or unfair data, you can get biasness in your results. So data quality is very important for this third option. So it's going to be to ensure accurate and fair results. You can see the explanation. Question 29. Which AI project cycle stage comes immediately after data exploration? Evaluation, deployment, modeling, or problem scoping? Data exploration. After data exploration, so after you explore the data, you need to utilize the data to build a model or to select the best algorithm, which is clearly the modeling stage. So it's going to be option 3. Explanation is here. And then question 30. Which activity is performed during the data acquisition stage of the AI project cycle? Identifying stakeholders, collecting data from surveys, sensors or databases, selecting machine learning algorithms, and measuring model accuracy. So it's talking about data acquisition, where we collect data. So identifying stakeholders, that's in problem scoping. Collecting data from surveys, sensors or databases, yes, that is data acquisition. Selecting machine learning algorithms, that is algorithm selection, is about modeling stage. And measuring model accuracy, that is the evaluation stage. So it's going to be option 2. Okay, this is the explanation. And then you have question 31. What is the main purpose of setting success criteria in an AI project? To increase data size, to decide when the AI solution is successful, to reduce ethical concerns, to deploy the model faster. So setting success criteria means setting goals. Okay, so what is the main purpose of setting goals? To increase data size? No. To decide when the AI solution is successful? Yes, because success criteria and successful both are very related, and when you set your goals, you actually know how fast or like when the solution is going to be successful. To reduce ethical concerns? No, that is about ethical frameworks. To deploy the model faster? No. So it's going to be option number 2, and this is the option. This is the explanation. Okay. Then you have question 32. Which of the following best describes the term deployment in AI? Training the AI model, collecting new data, using the AI model in real world applications, removing bias from data. So deployment means when you expose your AI model to the real world, so that people can actually use it and it can be implemented in the real world. So real world is very important in deployment. So training the AI model, that is modeling stage, collecting new data, that is data acquisition, using the AI model in real world applications, you have got real world here, so that is deployment, removing bias from data, no. So it's going to be option 3. Here is the explanation. Question 33. Which AI domain is most useful for analyzing trends in numerical data? Computer vision, natural language processing, data domain, robotics. So analyzing trends in numerical data. Numerical data, computer vision, no, it deals with visual data. NLP does not deal with numerical data, text or audio based data. Data domain, yes, it deals with numerical data, charts and all. Robotics, no. So it's going to be data domain. And this is the explanation. Then you have question 34. Why should personal data be handled carefully in AI systems? To improve algorithm speed, to avoid data duplication, to protect privacy and prevent misuse, to reduce cost storage. So personal data directly links to privacy. Okay, so it's to improve algorithm speed, no. To avoid data duplication, that's redundancy. To protect privacy and prevent misuse, yes, this is dealing with personal data. So it's going to be option 3. This is the explanation. You have just 5 more questions left. Which ethical principle allows individuals to make informed decisions about AI systems? Autonomy, justice, non-maleficence, utility. So autonomy, yes, that autonomy's definition is to make informed decisions using AI systems. Justice, it deals with equal treatment. Non-maleficence, do not harm. Utility, greatest good for the greatest number of people. So it's clearly going to be autonomy. Okay, and here is the explanation. Autonomy respects the freedom and choice of individuals. Okay, it's the freedom to choose the best decision according to the individual. Okay, and 36. Which situation is an example of unfair bias in AI? Unfair bias. Okay, AI recommending songs based on past choices, AI denying loans based on gender, AI detecting spam emails, AI translating languages. AI recommending songs based on past choices, that is fair. AI denying loans only based on gender, that is unfair bias. AI detecting spam emails, totally normal. AI translating languages, totally normal. So it's going to be denying loans based on gender. Okay, here is the explanation. Then you have question 37. Which of the following helps reduce bias in AI models? Using faster computers, ignoring missing data, using diverse and representative data sets, deploying models quickly. Okay, reduce bias. Using faster computers, no. Ignoring missing data, no. You have to consider missing data to reduce bias. Using diverse and representative data sets, yes. Deploying models quickly, no. So it will be option 3, using diverse and representative data sets. So you have to use diverse data sets. So suppose you have 95% of positive cases, 5% of negative cases. Now AI is studying this data, it sees that 95% is positive. So even if the AI model predicts positive in every prediction, it will still have 95% accuracy, because 95% of the data is in one class. 95% is positive. So even if the AI model predicts positive in every case, ignoring the 5% negative, it will be still 95% accuracy. So you have to use diverse data sets, not like data set which is concerned to only one class. Okay, diverse data sets, like 50-50, you do 50% negative, 50% positive, then it will have less accuracy, right? Are you getting me? Then question 38. What is the key responsibility of humans in ethical AI systems? Allow AI to self-govern, avoid monitoring AI decisions, taking responsibility for AI outcomes, removing ethical guidelines. So it's talking about key responsibility of humans in ethical AI systems. Allow AI to self-govern, no. Avoid monitoring AI decision, You have to monitor AI decision. Taking full responsibility for AI outcomes, yes, that is the one, because you have to take accountability. That is the one. Okay, and here is the explanation. And then you have question 39, second last. Which stage of the AI project cycle ensures the model meets ethical and performance standards? A, data acquisition, problem scoping, evaluation, deployment. Data acquisition, it is totally based on collecting data. Problem scoping, it does not even go to performance because model is only not built then. Evaluation, yes, it deals with performance, how the AI model is performing and ethical standards. Deployment, no, it deals with real world applications. So it's going to be evaluation, and this is the explanation. Last question. Okay, last question. Hearty congratulations to you. Why is the AI project cycle considered iterative? Because it ends after deployment, because stages can be revisited and improved, because it skips data exploration, because it avoids evaluation. So, why is the AI project cycle considered iterative? Iterative means in a loop or in a cycle. Okay, so because it ends after deployment? No. Because stages can be revisited and improved? Yes, this is the one. Why? Because in evaluation step, your model is not very accurate, or it is having some problem. So you have to again rebuild the model. Again, you have to go back to collecting the data acquisition step or problem scoping stage. So there is a continuous loop, like you have to go back again and then come back again, like this it is happening. So that is why it is considered iterative. Because it skips data exploration? Absolutely no. Because it's avoid evaluation? Last two options are basically false. So it's going to be option number 2. And this is the explanation. If you can see, how can you see? You can see. Okay, so your quiz is completed here. Final score 40 out of 40, 100%. And let me know your score down below in the comments, and I'll create a separate video for assertion reason, because otherwise this video is getting too long. You'll feel like banging your head. So let me know if you want assertion reason in the same video. Then I'll probably make the next chapter in the same video. But till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep exploring. Thank you, and bye bye.